For a unit assessment for level 6, these are very content heavy. So you really have to make sure that you're managing your time really well here. So say like a slide has 45 slides, maybe 20 questions for UA. Make sure that when you're preparing for that unit assessment, that you read every single question and every single like answer for that question, and you know the question and the answer here. Same thing, if you're trying to really manage your time well here, if there is a slide with say 4 or 5 questions and maybe only have time for the student to answer 3 of those, I think making sure that they know that lesson objective, they answer those 3 questions correctly on that slide, there you go, you can move on. But the way that I approach a UA is just making sure that I can get through every single question, also make it fun and engaging in some way with that student. So say it's a UA with 5 different levels, I can give them $5 after they complete every single level. The way that I tie it back in at the very end is I count those $5 with them, the 5 stars, and then I made sure that they really completed that unit assessment. When they're presenting a final project for lesson 12, I really try to engage them even beyond if I know they can do that. So if they're presenting a project on pollution, I'll go ahead and look at their poster, they explain the poster, and then I'll ask them follow-up questions as well. I think that's a really nice way to challenge them further and then make sure that they're really comprehending the material here. But for unit assessments, it's really all about how you manage your time and your pacing here because they can be lengthy. Make sure that you know the answers correctly, you're not stumbling over anything, and that you're really being concise with the directions as well. Yeah, so if they are going super quickly, after that level ends, that's a great opportunity to play some game with them. That will take some more time. It'll also make sure that you're not having 10 minutes at the very end of class, right? So something that you can play Mad Libs, for example. Maybe I can ask them for adjectives or nouns or verbs. I can start writing those down during that little break in between each level. And then at the very end of class, they can read the Mad Lib story that they created. Sometimes I also play Hangman with them. They have to guess a word, or I'll do a role reversal. They play Hangman with me using that blank slide or their whiteboard. That's a great way to make sure that you're managing time well here and not leaving so much at the very end, right? So after level 1, I know they finished that super quickly. They finished all the objectives. They answered all the questions. So why don't we play a game? That's a good reward. I can go ahead and pair that with the star, for example, and then make sure that I'm not spending so much time or have so much extra time at the very end of class.